Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me for the continuing adventures with our little micromanaged town in Sapiens. Of course, we're not so far that everything is already micromanaged, but we're getting along, and we're trying to go build some stuff here, which should be fine, it should work. This one is doing some research. Now, I'm very curious what she's researching. Let's speed up a bit, because we have a lot to do. We also have people that are quite far out, and I don't know why. Oh, they're grabbing some stuff. Good. So it's getting dark. As you know, there's a big update that came out. Update 6. So we're now in Alpha 6. And that could change some stuff that's happening around the village. So let's be prepared for that. That there might be some changes and things that will be different now. And I hope everything keeps working as smoothly and nicely as it does. I think it will, but you never know, so we'll have to see how things evolve. Let me build 2 torches on here. But at least we have light at our cool house. Hopefully the house gets built soon too. We have the first floor in though, so that's the good news. And yeah, we're only at 22 Sapiens at the moment. They are sad because a friend died, some slept outside. It's dark, I know. So yeah, we do have to worry about some stuff, especially them all having a sleeping place. We have 28 beds though, so that should not be too much of a problem. They're building a wall here, very happy with that. So that's going on. We have logs and split logs, so they should be able to build quite some stuff around the house. But yeah, they need the torches first, but I think they should just all go to bed now, so we can skip ahead to a brand new day. What are you doing? Moving manure for crafting. Ah, they're doing research on mulching and stuff. That'll be helpful. And now that I think of it, is there anything that we can plant already that we haven't planted? Well, we could plant flax, and we have some bushes to plant. But it might be smart to not do that straight away. We can also see chickens here too, which is nice. That could be helpful. Are you going to sleep outside? Oh, 57-year-old pessimist elder that has to sleep outside. That might not be the best of ideas, but it is what it is right now. All right, everybody's waking up. Let's get to work, people. Yeah. We don't have a lot of people that are actually able to do certain jobs, but we have a few. And I'd like to have doubles at least in most of the jobs, so that we know for sure that they will be able to do a good job. I must say the new interface is nice, but it doesn't really help all the time to quickly see what people can do. So right now, for me, it's harder to actually see which people I can add a role to. The earlier version was handier for that, but I do appreciate the new graphics. It's nice. Especially some of the trees and such, like the coconut trees. Look at the graphics of the coconut trees now. They look really cool. So that is something that I really enjoy. Let's start a little bit of planting already. Especially with some flags. Well, we can do 13 plants in a row, so that's nice. Hopefully they can plant those. They're bringing in a lot of resources here. Also a very good one. We're still doing some research on a tool, and the tools will be very handy soon, so can't wait for those to get ready. We also have the elderberry trees growing. What else can we plant? We have only the coconut trees and the elderberry trees in terms of food, and of course some bushes. What I would actually like to do is go on with this. Keep building it up. But for the bushes, I think we should make a bigger area. That's basically what I'm aiming for. So, kind of what I want to do is this. Oops, that's the high wall. I have to pick the low one. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge to figure out how I want it. We're going to press Alt here. 1, 2, 3. And then on this side, we'll do the same. 1, 2, 3, so that we know how far it's going. Then we'll do this one and get it done like this. So this should all fit perfectly, yes. And then we remove the middle two so that they have access from both sides. And in here we can plant some bushes. So we have a bigger area because bushes, of course, need a bigger space anyway. And then we can just go a bit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here too. Hopefully. Depends on how you place them, of course. But yeah, sometimes it can be helpful to just rotate them so you can place them a bit closer. 3, 4, 5. And then we can still do them in the middle as well. I think that should not be too much of a problem, or it's not like it doesn't look good. And this will add up to 15 bushes. Now, I think that's good. That'll get us some food. The coconuts will provide food for now. Do we have any hungry sapiens? Not really, so that's the good news. Right, so they're building. They're planting, although we don't have enough flax to plant, but that's okay. At least we have a start. We get more and more coconut trees ready, so that's more food. Let's just harvest this flax so we can keep the planting going. And other than that, oh, we need logs to continue with that, so that might be something. Let's grab a few logs. We'll do 5 trees for now. I think we should also have some pine cones ready. Pine cones, yeah, we're not going to use them for fire, but we can use them to plant a forest, which will be good. Logs can be used for the kiln, but not for the campfire. That's good. So, ever so slow, we will get there. Now, with only 22 sapiens, or maybe 23 now, we're not going to do all the jobs at the same time. So we have to be a little bit picky, but they can do their jobs at the moment. And, oh, they already chopped the first tree, so that is handy. That's basically what we kind of want. Ooh, we need a few more rotten items in terms for this to work. But these rotten items will also go to waste quickly. So, if you really want something research like this, see here we have rotten manure. Ooh, we have plenty. I'm going to speed this up because I want to get... Ooh, an alpaca carcass. Rots in a few hours. Let's store this one and prioritize that one too. So that they can do the research with the rotten items. That might get us into composting as well at some point. So that's what we want. I mean, we want to be able to mulch and compost so that we can keep the ground very rich so that stuff will grow fast. Right now it's not going that fast. The good thing with the coconuts is that will provide us with plenty of food. So all we need to do for a while is make sure that we get other types of food, like the bushes that we had. Ooh, there's beetroots here, there's ginger here. Oh, there's some good stuff around that we can take. If we find some more gooseberry bushes and harvest them, we can straight off plant them and get new stuff in, which is nice. We have discovered mulching, very good. That is something that I really like, and this one will probably be the one for composting. So then we can also make some compost bins and get this to work. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. But at least with the small tribe we have, we should be okay in terms of the food with the coconuts. And then the elderberries come in, but they will be mainly for some other stuff. I think we also have some echinacea here, which we could actually start to harvest and then plant. It's only 3, but if we can get them in, and now that we have clicked on them, we should be able to also plant them. We can at least get them growing, and then when the time comes and when we do need medicine, we can quickly just get it. So let's just make 1 row. Of course, when the tribe grows, we're going to expand this and make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But for now, for starters, this is all fine. And then I think I'm just going to set it up for some of this too, because there was some good stuff around here. Yeah. Flax. There is more flax. Sunflowers, but we don't really need the sunflowers at this point. But here, aloe. Look at that. 10 aloe plants. We have beetroot here. That's good for food. Anything else? I thought there was another. Yeah, ginger. Let's collect the ginger. And we can now start to sow that in too. This will provide enough jobs for everybody to go around as well. Let's go on with the beetroot. Now, I know I can just, if you hold your mouse button and go to the left, it will keep planting, but to me it doesn't work as nice as just doing it completely manual. That's why I keep always doing this completely manual. And I'm going to set it to make a lot of these straight. And then as soon as they come in, they can all be planted. Let's get the ginger in. And then maybe we should start working on some beds for the aloe as well. Now I think I saw that we had like 23 ginger plants. So we can make a double row of this straight away. And even when it's grown, we don't have to harvest it straight. We can just leave it. We don't need any medicines right now. And for those that don't know, normally, maybe they changed that in the update, I don't know. But normally you will only need medicine as soon as the... No. This is going wrong. As soon as you have discovered pottery. If you don't discover pottery, you won't need medicine for a while. And another row, yes, like this. Then we'll go around. We'll do the same here. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's open up. Oh, wrong button. Let's open these up so that we have that ready. Then we're going to place the smaller wall right here. I keep Alt pressed, so they're not building the gardens yet. I just want to have them planned. Now we have space for the raspberry bushes as well. That's kind of what I wanted. And then let's just rotate this around. Put this one in the middle. Put a short one in the middle. And now we have created another bed like the top ones for up here, where we can put in the aloe. So that'll be planted too then. These need a little bit more space than some of the others, but that's okay. I thought we had 10 already. So let's just make 2 rows of these 2. Probably not get planted straight away, but that's okay. At least things are set, and as soon as they have the time to work on this, they can do that. Now, another thing that we might just have to work on right now is make our Sapiens able to actually work here. And I'm missing out on people. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's prioritize it. Come on, people, go ahead. Ask them in. Go, 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 go. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Nobody, probably. Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's going to do it. Great, that's 3 extra Sapiens. Now, while he does that, we're going to work on some torches here. So that we have light to work here. And I think that will be quite the beneficial thing to have at some point. Oh, no, 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 I don't want it up there. I want it down there. It's just a preference I have. I'd like to have the torches low. I think that's cool. Normally you would probably think that like this is a very big fire risk. You should probably raise them up. But I like it when they're just placed low. It just looks cool to me. Okay, there we go. Well, we have the flax planted. Nothing else, although they already did pick up beetroots. See, and now they're going to plant some beetroots. That's perfect. Hello, I had a baby girl. Did they now get these people in or not? 25. I'm not sure. I think we might have missed them. I missed the message, that's for sure. 25. Then we're also going to need some extra beds soon. Luckily, this house is now almost ready. So we can start placing in some beds. These will be relatively small, easy houses. So not fully decorated. Let's see, 8. Yeah, that's 8. That's good. Then we'll do another row. This will also have good beds, which is nice. So we can slowly, at some point, hopefully start to transfer some of our Sapiens into this house so that they have better beds as well. That will make them more happy. I think that should, in the end, help them also to work a bit faster. Sometimes you can see Sapiens that really run around, and sometimes you see Sapiens that are slacking a bit. I think that's also connected not just to their trait, but also to their happiness. And the happier they are, the faster they will work. So giving them good beds might be helpful. And once the beds are in, I think we should give them a place here to sit dry, so that they can have a nice area to just sit and relax. So we'll give them some sitting places here. And then, I don't know, maybe put a campfire in might not be the best idea, of course, in terms of getting something of an accurate house, but it could be fun, though. But now that we have this, we can think about the rest. And one of the other things that I want is to get the roof up, but that should be a bit of a specialty. So let's see, we're starting in the backward corner here with the roof. Then we'll go to this side. And now we're going to start with some straight pieces first, so that that gets up. That's all connected like this. Let's move it. That should make it easier. And then, yeah, then I want it to stick out basically like this. So that also the patio, or whatever you call that, has some form of a roof overhead. I think that will be more interesting than having nothing up here. And then they can also sit outside here, relatively dry. I do see, though, that this is... I know, it does look kind of straight. It's a bit special, but it should be okay. Still have to close the big gap on top, of course. Now, one way to do that is to use this. But I'm going to press the Alt button first. And now I will use the big one right here. There it goes. That is one. Then we will remove the two smaller pieces that we placed. And we'll do another big one up here. And that should provide the whole roofing. And then we have a big roof here. I think that will be cool. In order to make it look even better, I think what we can do... build in two logs here and here, so that it looks like these are supporting the roof structure. And then maybe... you get something like that here too, but that's already where the torch is, so that might not be the most interesting place to do that, but it's fine. We'll figure out something else soon to make this look better. They're bringing in goods for the roofing. That works. They've planted some beetroots. That's great. Some are sitting around doing nothing. I think they planted some aloe. Are they hungry? No, they're all just wet. Not too concerned about wet. But yeah, they're not really gathering this stuff. No matching or empty storage is close by. Ah, we need more storage space. That's it. We haven't built any storages underneath here yet, so let's go along with that. Let's start making this a storage area then. There we go. And since this is our food place, I think one of the things we can do is start sending some of this stuff into there. Now the manure will go to the build site at some point. Or to the garden at some point. That's where we'll keep that. But all of this is not food. So let's just get it underneath here so that we have more space here for food stuff. Even looks like we don't have... oh yeah, we do have the stuff to store all of this. Did we not set that up yet? We have the alpaca carcass, chicken carcass, raw chicken meat. Oh, in here should go the alpaca meat and then basically the raw alpaca meat. So we'll just type it up straight away. Raw alpaca meat. This all comes with the setting up and micromanagement. But as soon as this area is fully micromanaged, it will work. So now we are going to tell them to send these items to the one that we've just designated for the raw alpaca meat. It takes them a bit, but as soon as that's done, we'll be happy with it. We do have raw chicken meat. We have a guy cooking all the time. We just need an extra campfire now in order to get all of that done. And what I'm going to do is place 4 campfires here. 2 for chicken meat and 2 for the alpaca meat at some point. Now this guy is working on the, or girl is working on the mulching or the composting. That's good. We just need some big rocks now. And we have plenty of jobs available. So that's not the issue. But I want the campfires ready. So I'm just going to tell my Sapiens to prioritize getting these rocks. Those are big rocks. They can use them to quickly make the fires. Then we can also extinguish this one and use this one in case we get a mammoth. But that might take some time, so we don't have to worry about that yet. We can also see they picked up some of these goods now. So they are working on it and starting to plant even more goods. We get the first elderberries in. Might get some trees to grow at some point here, which will be helpful. But now they're quite busy getting all the rocks and stuff in. So I should probably wait before we continue now by telling them to get extra branches or get some extra logs, because we do have a lot of split logs, but we don't have the roofing here, the logs for the roofing. So we should work on that too. So we need some extra logs to come in, but one thing at a time. And this game is very much a game where you can easily overdo it, especially when only 25 Sapiens. And you can just go about, give them so many orders at one go. And that's not really what I want at this point, so we'll be scarce with that. We can see, though, there's none actually wet anymore, so they're all pretty happy with that. They learned a skill that gives them happiness. Some are pessimists, well, that's fine. One needs music, and some have slept outside, which is not so good. They are close into the place now, though. These are quite far off, but most of... Uh-oh, there's mammoths. But most of them are close, so they can all sleep in a bed soon now. So that should not be a problem. And then happiness is actually pretty good. And I think if they want some food now, they'll just go to grab some coconuts or some of the meat that we had. We don't have any meat anymore. Oh, we got spears too now. Oh, yeah, we still have cooked meat. All right, so they can eat whatever they want. Very nice. Coconuts, gooseberries, flax twine, and the cooked chicken meat. Then this one should be for the cooked alpaca meat, so that we don't get that anywhere else. So cooked alpaca meat. We have to still discover it, but that's fine. You know, let's... Now that we can make tools, we have to set up a different area for that as well. That's the tricky part at this point. I'm going to tell them... This is a raised area, I think, or is it lower? Oh, it appears to be lower. It's lower than its surroundings. All right, let's fill it up with soil. We should have some soil. Because then we can plan a second area, or I should maybe do it down here. That could work too. Where we can tell them to start making all the different kinds of tools that we can. Craft chicken meat continuously. That's good. This one we're going to stop doing that and extinguish. Please prioritize making the fires so that we can also get going with the alpaca meat. Oh yes, we're getting there. They're planting the stuff. We have food. And they're trying to fill the soil here, which is good. Then we can plan another workplace. I'll just plan it right down this one. I think that's the best area to go for. We're going to leave 6 places open. So I press Alt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is where we're actually going to start with another workplace. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 places. And then out here we are going to make all the tools that our village needs. And to store the tools, we will give them some tool racks. I just wonder if we can give them these tool racks and make storages next to it, or that we have to put the storages... Let me just try that. That could actually be interesting. So then we have both storages and storage racks. Looks like... Oh, no, not on top of each other. I have to work on my mouse skills, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that should do. Then we can store a lot of stuff in one area. That would be interesting. Alright, that's working out. We have an extra fire going. Let's do the alpaca meat on this one then and tell them to infinitely do that. We haven't discovered it yet, but we also don't have to research it apparently. So I think as soon as they do some alpaca meat, we will discover it, I guess. And then we can really get going with it. Alright, they're delivering goods here. Some of these beds should already be indoors now. Yeah, see, these ones are inside. They're not built yet, but these are inside. This one is probably still outside, so that's not too handy. But we're getting there. Just have to slaughter some alpacas soon. And we get more wool skin as well for those better beds. I like the fact that we can now start to make different kinds of tools. So let's tell them to... oh, no, that's flint. I don't want to do flint yet. Are we now actually able to make all different kinds of tools? We've researched one. I don't think we've researched them all. We did research the spears, though. So what we can just do now... Oh, spears, pickaxes, and hatchets. So, we can probably do them all already. So this one will be for spears. This one will be for the hatchets, then. Hatchets. This one's not built yet, but that one should be for the pickaxes. And then, I don't know, we'll just double them up, I think. So 2 for spears, 2 for pickaxes, 2 for hatchets. Now we'll also get hammers later on, so we need something for that too. And we're out of big rocks again. Oh dear. Some stuff we run out quite quickly. That's rotten manure. Very nice, but I don't need it at the moment. I do need more plain rocks. So yeah, let's grab those. And please, people, hurry up, because I want the fires done. There's more out here. Oh no, that's another rotten manure. I want the fires done, and I want these places done. We'll have to roof this over at some point too, but that should be okay. 59 hay, 163 branches. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that. We can get some extra echinaceas, which will be coming in hand quite soon. Well, they have plenty of jobs to do at the moment. Alright, this one was, the first one was set up for spears. See, we can already make spears. I'm going to set it up to maintain 20. Now, we have different kinds of spears, so I am actually going to name these the stone spears, because those are the spears that actually will be created out here. This will then be for the stone hatchets. And, of course, this is all a bit future stuff. And with that, I mean, with the amount of sapiens that we have, we're not going to get really into the numbers that we need right now. But by setting it up like this right now, stone pickaxes, we don't have to concern ourselves with this anymore. So we can just let this go, and they will make all these tools that we need. And we're going to need the spears for hunting, pickaxes and stuff for mining. So we're going to need a lot of this. And as the tribe keeps slowly growing, it will get better and better and further, which is the good news. So I think this is pretty good. Are they... Oh, look at that. They're standing up straight. Yeah, that's something that happens in a new update. Kind of like quite a lot of stuff will just stand up straight or fall from the sky as soon as you do something with it. It's not too troublesome, so I'm not too worried about it. But I hope they can find a good workaround for it. Alright, we're making more split logs, which is good news. Hopefully some of the logs can also go into construction at some point. Alright, we can set this one up for stone spears now too. Just going to set everything up so that we're done. Later on we can also change these out maybe for, at some point, flint spears or something. But for now, that's not going to be the case. So we'll just leave it as it is. But all the microing will help in the end. And that's why we're doing it. Alright, stone pickaxes. And they now know where to store them, which will be good. Pickaxes. There we are. Maintain. Now we have some tools stored in here, I believe. Or did they... No, they took them out. Oh, no, here. This is a spear. Let's send the item to the spear storage. See? They already made a few, and they're immediately stored in the right spot, which is good. And that should save up even more space in here. So we do have space for the coconuts, the gooseberries, the cooked chicken meat. This one is empty. Oh, I probably left that one empty. So we could put that in. So let's name this the cooked alpaca meat. I think that's better because these are very close together. They've moved everything, so we can remove that one. And then we might just do mammoth meat in here if we get to it, but we don't have that yet. So I'm just going to name this one cooked mammoth meat. So that mammoth, it's not a month. We don't have that yet, so we're going to tell them to accept none, but at least it'll get there in the end. We now got composting, very handy. That will help us to get some richer soil. Let's get started on that straight away. With a compost bin right here. We'll make 2. But as you can see, we have so much work to do. So much work, so little time. Let's get rid of this tree. Oh, look at this. This is very good. I'm just going to select these trees that we have and tell them to re-chop. So chop them and replant, not re-chop. Chop and replant. We're going to remove these trees. I want them completely gone because they will be in the way at some point. All right, that's I'm happy with that. All right, this one is also for chicken meat. Craft continuously. And this one is also for alpaca meat so that we get as much done as possible. I think we can also change the name out here, but this we can quickly see. So for now, this is good. But we don't have any of the meat. You know what? Let's just extinguish this too. We'll keep those for when the tribe grows and we really need it. Because now we'll just be burning through the sticks all the time. Which is probably not the smartest move at this point. So we're not going to do that. Right, the garden looks good. Plenty of food in terms of the coconuts. I think we should harvest the coconuts soon though. Simply because then the new ones can grow. And we should totally greet these people. Hello, new people. Welcome, welcome. I hope, yeah, they're wanting to join the tribe. Oh, that's good. Please come in. Hello. My kid's greeting them and now they can join, hopefully. Yep. Poken and 1 has joined the tribe. Perfect. 2 extra people that can work. Let's check the roles now because we have only 1 on mulching and I want to have people ready to do that quite a bit. So let's get those ready. 2 butchers. We need an extra butcher. Another thing we do a lot is tree felling, but we have 6 already. Wood working and wood building is also pretty good. Let's get another basic hunter. And I think it's time to go check out spear hunting so that we can get the woolskin beds. Now here we have an alpaca. So let's go hunt it and prioritize that. And here we have raspberry bushes. Ooh, that means food for the future. Let's prioritize that and start to plant them in here. Plant the raspberry bushes. Breakthrough's very close. That's nice. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! We can plant even more of these. These are smaller, apparently, than the gooseberry bushes. Alright. We'll just do the 5. That's fine. There we go. Spear hunting. Yes, we got spear hunting. And we immediately have 4 sapiens ready to spear hunt. Well done. Do we have more alpacas? Well, at least 1. And that means meat. And meat means that we are good for food for a while. So let's go ahead with that. I mean, we have a lot of food ready here at some point. Especially coconuts. And we have growing some stuff. But we don't really have that much food at this point. So having it just all there and set to go as soon as it comes in, that will be good. So it still has to grow for a while. Oh yeah, they're all eating them now. That wasn't supposed to happen. You should be planting them. You know what? Let's prioritize the coconuts first now so that they will get the coconuts. They can eat those and then they can go planting with the other ones. And we still have more coconuts here, so yeah, we don't have to worry about food. do have to worry about getting all the resources in that we need all the time. So that's another one that we have to keep our eyes on and focus on. I think I just want to finish the house. Hunt. And get all of this ready. So that we can store everything that we need. Now, why are they storing these carcasses in there? Oh, but this is the good one. In my other game, I have my food stuff under a wooden house. So that's why I was thinking, why are they storing it here? But this is the right place actually to store it. So probably tell them to butcher and craft alpaca meat indefinitely. Yes. Let's call this alpaca meat. Continuously. I haven't set this up properly yet. So yeah, alpaca meat. There we go. Now they can do this indefinitely. Oh, this is also alpaca meat. Chicken meat. Alpaca, alpaca. Alright, let's change this one up. And we'll do chicken meat in here so that we have 2 for chicken meat. That's better. There we go. 2 for chickens, 2 for alpacas. That's what we want. And I want these always prioritized so that there will always be people doing this so that nothing will rot. It takes a bit to rot, but it's okay. Let's keep going then, and then we will see what's next. Yeah. Oh, the house nearly is done. They're working the gardens. That's all going well. And we have been at it for almost 37 minutes. So for now, this will be that for this episode. So I think we got quite a bit further out. We have another micromanaged area almost set up. That looks good. So onwards to the next one. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to it. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much and bye-bye.